Our batch is B6 and our experiments are Darlington Cascade and Cascade amplifiers. We are going to find the frequency response and the bandwidth gain of the amplifiers. My team members are these numbers. In this video, we are going to see about cascade amplifier. Generally, the circuit having a single amplifier does not give the adequate bandwidth and the gain. The cascade amplifier is a two-port network which consists of two amplifiers in a series. The first output of the amplifier is given as a input to the second amplifier in a daisy chain. The problem in this cascade amplifier is the measuring the gain of the cascaded stage is the non-perfect coupling among the two stages because of loading. The primary stage is connected to the secondary stage in this amplifier. The main advantages of this amplifier is used in the tuned RF circuits and wideband amplifiers. This cascade amplifier having a less input resistance and moderate to high current gain and high output resistance. The disadvantages in this amplifier is the bandwidth is decreasing on increasing the many stages of amplifier. The aim of the cascade amplifier experiment is to construct the cascade amplifier and find out the frequency response and the gain of the amplifier and bandwidth of the amplifier. These are the components required for this experiment. The software we are using in this experiment is Multisim software 14.2. The design is shown here. Under the model graph, the gain is increasing and then at a certain time it becomes some constant. After a certain time it again decreasing. Next we will see this experiment in the Multisim.
Here there is a two transistor connected in between capacitor. One is Q1 BC547BG and another one is Q2. In between C2 is connected, which is 4.7 microfarad, and the collector of the Q1 is connected with the R2, which is 1.2 kilo ohm, and parallel with that R1 is also connected, which is 22 kilo ohm, and in Q2 side the collector of the Q2 is connected with the R4, which is 1.2 kilo ohm, and parallel with R3, which is 22 kilo ohm, and the emitter of Q1 is connected with the R6, which is 300 ohm, and in parallel with that we have R5, which is 4.7 kilo ohm. Whereas in Q2 the emitter has emitter is connected with the R8, which is 300 ohm, and in parallel with the R7, which is 4.7 kilo ohm. All these four resistors are negative of the four resistors are connected in ground, and the base of the Q1 is connected with the C1, which is 0.1 microfarad, and the negative of the C1 is connected with the function generator, which is 50 megahertz. Usually function generator is used to change the frequencies in the circuit, which results in the CRO output, and the negative of the function generator is connected with the ground, and here between the collector of the Q2 and R4 the capacitor is connected, which is 4.7 microfarad, and the overall circuit is connected with the VCC of 12 volt.
I'm going to run the program. So I've given the run option, and this is how I got the graph for the cascade amplifier in the ACC. So now I'm going to check the axis, whether it is in linear. Always the left axis, which is y-axis, should be in linear, and x-axis should be in decibel. So let me apply and check. So this is the correct form. This is the correct form of graph. For this, I am going to calculate the bandwidth and the gain. So I got the grid here, and now I'm going to show the cursor. So I'm going to fix a point now where the points are kept constant. as I have fixed this as f1 and this as f2, I'm going to calculate the bandwidth between this range, which is from f2 minus f1, between this points. So if I fix, first I want to know the gain of this cascade amplifier for this particular thing. So dy by dx is, it should be less than 20, so I have fixed it as 16.064. And for that, if I take bandwidth, means it is coming as 58.1660 hertz. So this is my bandwidth and the gain of this